Good evening, everybody. Normally I listen to everybody's speeches, and then I normally do my own summary by just listening to people, but I think they caught me out tonight. Welcome here to our little presentation, and I like what Tiens was saying. It was a fantastic journey. Everybody was dealing with their own little problems and situations at your workplace and things like that. But I can say that, just want to start with my one quickly. Yes, if we just look at South Africa Day, and I'm actually very lucky to sit on a panel, with the district management team, where you can hear all these little things that's happening in education. And then, of course, you have your newspapers and articles, and you've got your, your internet, Google a bit here and there. And then you discover the following. Over the past 13 years, within a space of 13 years, there has been 4 curriculums, right? OBE or NCS, and today we have the CAPS curriculum there. Now, sometimes if you look at that, you notice that if you look at all the teachers today, you discover that not a lot of teachers went through training like this. If you look at training for teachers, it was too short, 3 to 4 years versus 3 days sometimes. And then, of course, 25 billion rand cut is going to happen in teaching. Bigger classes, ratio perhaps 1 to 45. Cutting the norms and standards, the subsidy that the school get, amount per learner. Basically, less money to sustain the school. Learner behavior linked to no parental control. There's such a lot. There's such a lot. And sometimes, we as managers, sometimes we deal with a lot of issues. And I think with the Partnership for Possibilities, changed totally my vision. Totally. And what has been created in me as an individual with Partnership for Possibility? The co-action, the co-learning partnership between principals and business leaders. The fact that we were sitting around the table, Tiens, our coordinator, thank you for you. I actually got your name up there, I will speak about you as well. But the thing is this, we came together, totally new, didn't know each other, and didn't know what's going to wait for us in the future. But I must say, the fact that we could speak about the same things and we can liaise with each other about the same problems that we're dealing on a daily basis, that basically, bring us together. Almost like that cohesion factor that I was looking for. Enable social cohesion through partnership, and I can tell you now, I want to comment and I want to say thank you to Tiens because he was a fantastic marriage counselor, bringing us together, speaking about motivating us and things like that. So thank you for your Tiens. I mean, the many hours, the many times you have to find space, asking us our diaries and emailing us, WhatsApping us and things like that. So thank you very much for your patience. And I think I learned a lot from you as a person as well. Empowered me to become a visionary leader and a leader of change in my school and the community. This is what I actually wanted to be. And it's difficult to speak about you having a vision. It's difficult to say you want to change things because you always will there will be always an obstacle. It can be the human factor where I'm dealing with teachers on a daily basis. It can be the parents, it can be the learners, and it can be the WCD. I became more confident and energized to lead. This is how I feel today. Very energized. And very confident in my approach, to be a leader. And with my partnership with Karen over there, I learned a lot. Karen was on the plane, off the plane, on the train, on the bus, in a car. That was her lifestyle. But I learned a lot from her. I learned to multitask. You understand what I'm saying? I learned to multitask, and that basically what's happening at my school. You've got one issue, another issue, and you have to work through it. And I want to say thank you to Karen as well. Sometimes she will tell me, just speak the truth, man. Say it as it is, you know. And then when I speak to her, and the only way to speak to her sometimes was on a WhatsApp message. I went to visit the office, and that, of course, it looks like this building here. You know, compare with my little office. You understand? But that is the vision I want to see in my school, even if I not going to stay too long at that school, because I've got another vision. I want to take my boss's job over there, sitting over there, Mr. Maliwa there. But anyway, my SMT, you know, I started 3 years ago at that school, 3 years. And of course, nobody wanted me at that school. None of them. Totally nobody. This is now 3 years, my third year at the school. Now I've got an SMT that work closely to me now. More cohesive and aligned. They're very much aligned with what I want for the school. Let me tell you, I ended the school in 2014 with a minus 141,000 in my audit report. I ended my school in 2015 with a positive 70,000. But this program energized me to change my whole vision of the school. Some educators are on the same page. The rest, you know, will follow as you go on. This created a leadership circle, our circle that has been created, that acts as a solution incubator for all of us. You know, if you think of a little chicken or a little bird or a little baby in an incubator, and then starting from there, very safe environment. And this is how I felt. I felt safe because I could speak the same things and I could say what I needed to say. This allowed me as a leader to concentrate, to custom design my school improvement plan. And this is something that many years principals will just do it. Today for me it's important that my governing body knows about this, my SMT knows about this, my teacher knows about it, and even the learners. Then we went through, how can I say, fantastic times where we had this little workshop, and then this lady did this book, Time to Think. Now that basically changed a lot about me, because the author Nancy Klein is saying this book is all about asking incisive questions, questions that will remove blocks and allow people to think of things unimaginable before. Time to think. And of course with that comes your thinking environment, you know, where you have to sit and you have to think and you have to make other people also to think the same things or perhaps something different. Now sometimes you ask this question, so why should we bother to do it? Having this thinking environment here. Because turning our world into a thinking environment will require the best from all of us. This is the book that this lady went so thoroughly through this book that I felt that, yo, what did I miss out in this world? Because our days and nights are tightening, this is what this lady is saying here. Changes in our organization, fears constricts our vision. When I walk into that school, yes, I had fear because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You know, building relationships is a difficult thing to do, especially in institutions like the school. Because in this out of control world, it's time for people to think. All of us sitting here today, we have to think otherwise. I then came to the following conclusion: by mastering the theory and skill of a thinking environment. And this is what I did in this partnership here. People to enrich their work, their life, and their relationship. That basically enriched me as a person, my life, my vision for the school. And it's almost like, you know, don't challenge me, man. I'm ready for a challenge, you know, things like that. So whatever came my way, I challenged. Organizations do produce better ideas in less time with better business outcomes. And children who grow up in a thinking environment do treat others well and live responsibly. This is a bit of my school social development. My school is situated in Cluttersville. Cluttersville, and the name of the school is Pieter Langeveldt. And I'm dealing with the issue where we feed about almost 300 children on a daily basis. They're sitting and eating. We're actually very lucky now that one of our sponsors, sponsored us a little roof that we can place, where they can sit and where our learners can sit and eat. This is our little kitchen. 2 ladies is doing that, preparing the food on a daily basis. And then some other sponsors also giving our children, that are not very much privileged to have school clothes. So we're always getting, sponsors in. And this is all about the thinking environment. It's not the principal alone, but it's your whole team that have to work together. That is a couple of projects I'm busy with. This we got last year, 2015. Also sponsored the whole play park for us there. Very much enclosed. This school is about 38 years, and you can see there's nothing about that retaining wall. So I'm busy planting little shops in there just to make it green and things like that. We don't have a hall. The only school in Cluttersville, they don't have a hall, basically. So we have a little outdoor amphitheater there, outdoor theater, when we have a little thing going there during the day. And then, of course, I got my school on prepaid as well, with all the challenges I'm dealing with, because the community can't give the money, or there's no money coming into the school. So that means at the end of the day, you have to pay a bill of almost 36,000 rand for electricity and water. So this is what I started my school. I got my prepaid. So if there's no power, I told my staff, there's no power. There's no money, there's no power, and vice versa. So everybody's working now to get the lights, in the classes and all that, working. Then, of course, our saving water, I discovered that the most water that we are losing, I will say, in Stellenbosch is basically toilets, the use of toilets and things like that. So I'm busy with that. I've got the irrigation system going. And then, of course, restoring of our fences. That's not our school's fence, but I just got a picture there. And those are the things, because you're dealing with outside elements that comes in, because on a daily basis, if I come from home to school on a Monday, then you have about 12,000 rand of damage. The school can't afford that. So I've got the neighborhood watch, employ the neighborhood watch of the area, and I pay them a stipend, and they're watching my school right through the night. So at least I employed some of our parents as well. Then I've got the art robotics. I think you just got a little peep over there. This is a fantastic program. My wish is to see this program in all schools. And this basically is linked to my literacy and numeracy projects at my school. And you can see that learners are very proactively busy, building this stuff, because if you can just see on that side, they're actually building their whole computer themselves and link it up with the screen, and then of course the program is already on there. So this is what I do. This is my little classes, I just got curriculum matters up there. It's always good to see what's happening. Children sitting on mats and grade R, cutting, little pasting and things like that. This is a little bit intermediate, I will say foundation phase, more grade 2, grade 3. This is more the grade 6s doing an outside project, baking cake or things like that. Then of course fundraising, it was a hell of a task for me. Remember the school had a tradition, and then of course you have to change a bit because some of the things didn't work in your tradition. So if they want this and it didn't work, so you need to find something else. And this is what we're busy doing. This is our parents are doing it. And I established a PTA. Their parents never had a foot into this business, into the school. So they've got now this going, breakfast, then the teachers doing now market days. We've got our upcoming Miss PLP, and then we have our fundraiser. There's only a few of it. But just to show you quickly, and I want to say thank you to you because I feel very much energized. And that's how I feel. Thank you so much to the PFP. Can't we just have another session like another year,